some refrigerators, the stinkiest snack known to man. And I also have myself just a drink of G Fuel, some mango and kiwi G Fuel, which I will quickly just take a quick sip of. I feel like my mic's a little bit out of position. Maybe that's a little bit better. Very nice. So yes, the Oscars happened at the weekend on Sunday. Well, actually here in the UK it just turned midnight, so it was technically Monday. And you know, when it comes to the Oscars, they can run on for hours and hours and hours. Luckily this time they pretty kept under wraps. I definitely think it was one of the best Oscar shows in many recent years, like last year's one. Yeah, we all know what happened with that one. Not the best Oscar show, not just because of like the slap incident, but just in general, it wasn't that brilliant. Like the film selection as a whole as well wasn't that good. So you might have seen on the community part of this channel that I actually put out a Oscar poll predictions list. I didn't do all the categories, sorry, that was probably really loud. But I did most of the major ones where I could have like input, where I saw like the films or like I had an idea of what I thought would win. Okay, so let me just go to my predictions bit on the community. So so I did a little key thing of yellow circle being what I think would win the Oscar, and the blue being what I wanted it to win. So so for Best Picture, I thought The Fabelmans was going to win. I wanted Everything Ever All at Once to win, and luckily it did win it. I'll quickly just go through my predictions. So Best Actor, I thought was going to go to Brendan Fraser. I couldn't pick just one who I wanted. I wanted Brendan, I wanted Colin, I wanted Paul Mescal. I pretty much wanted everyone to win, apart from Austin Butler. If it was Austin Butler, I would have lost it. Best Actress, I thought was going to go to Kate Blanchett, whatever. But I wanted Michelle Yeoh to win. Best International Film, I thought was going to go to All Quiet on the Western Front, and I also wanted it to go to All Quiet on the Western Front, but it should have actually been Decision to Leave, but it wasn't nominated. So, Best Animated Film, I thought was going to go to Pinocchio, but I wanted Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. I'm yet to see it, but already from what I've seen, it deserves it. Supporting Actor, I wanted Ke Huy Quan to win. I'm probably butchering his name there. So I thought Ke Huy Quan was going to win, and I also wanted him to win as well, because his performance was easily the best of last year. Supporting Actress, I wanted Kerry Condon. I thought Kerry Condon was going to win, or Condon, or whatever you pronounce her name, but I wanted Stephanie Sue to win. Kerry still deserved it too, I thought, as well. Best Director, I thought Steven Spielberg was going to win, but I wanted Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert to win. So the Daniels. Best Adapted Screenplay, I thought All Quiet on the Western Front was going to win, but I wanted Living to win, which is adapted from Akira Kurosawa's film Ikiru. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of hard to find actually, but it's a really good film, really heartfelt film. So Best Original Screenplay, I thought was going to go to Banshees of Inisherin, but I wanted Everything Everywhere All at Once to win. Best Visual Effects, Avatar, The Way of the Water. Yeah, I think that's kind of self-explanatory. I don't think any other film had even a chance of winning that. Original Score, I thought Babylon was going to win, and I also wanted Babylon to win. Best Cinematography, I thought All Quiet on the Western Front was going to win, but I wanted Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths. I haven't seen it, but from the shots that I've seen, it looks beautiful. Makeup and hairstyling, I thought Elf was going to win, but I wanted the Batman to win. Best Costume Design, I thought was going to go to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, but I wanted Everything Ever All at Once to win. Best Editing, I wanted Everything Everywhere All at Once to win. I also thought it was going to win it as well. Production Design, I thought Babylon was going to win, but I wanted Avatar to win it. And Best Sound, I thought Top Gun and Maverick was going to win, but I wanted the Batman to win it. Literally just for the car, like engine startup sound. Oh, it is beautiful. So those were my predictions. I got some right, some a little bit wrong. I felt like my most of the time I should have just gone with what my heart set out that I wanted to win, because most of the time what I wanted to win actually ended up winning. So let's just go to Oscars 2023. So starting out with the big one. Something went wrong. Let's reload it. Oh, it's not. Why isn't it working? Hello? Why is the winners and nominations not working? Oh, come on. Winners and nominations. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. I'm trying to get out of my phone. It's all about gossip and news. I don't care about gossip and news from the event. I couldn't care less about that. I just want to know the winners. But I do know the winners. Okay, I just want to make sure I got everything correct. Oh well, I guess it's got to go in order of the night. Okay, never mind. So, okay, here we go. Sorry for that. So, best animated feature. Went to Pinocchio. Truthfully, I wasn't the biggest fan of Pinocchio. We're talking about Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, the stop motion one that's on Netflix. I don't know, I thought the animation was beautifully done. Yeah, the artistic design that they went for was fantastic. It's just the story itself. I'm not the biggest fan of the Pinocchio story, and yeah, it just didn't do it for me. I think I have it rated at like 3.5 stars. It's still a good film, but just I don't think I rate it as highly as a lot of other people. I've heard Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is fantastic. I really want to see that. That actually looks fantastic. Marcel the Shell Shoes On only recently came out here in the UK, so I could go to the cinema to see it, but I'm kind of waiting it to come out so you can rent it on like streaming services. The Sea Beast, I've heard good things about it. Again, that's another Netflix film, and Turning Red, it was alright, you know. Definitely not Oscar worthy by any means. So best supporting actor went to Gay Kwan. 100% deserved it. Actually brought me to tears. You know, when the announcer announced when he won it, she started to well up, and then everyone else was welling up, and then his speech was just so beautiful. I mean, Barry Keoghan, also could have fully deserved it, along with Brendan Gleeson. I would have been upset if either both of those got the award. One. Just what a phenomenal story for him. Like, he told his own story on the stage, on the theatre stage, and just to see the joy it's brought him and so many others. It's kind of what cinema's about, really, and it was just beautiful seeing him win. So 100% deserved the award. Now, best supporting actress has caused up quite the stir. So up for best supporting actress, you had Angela Bassett, Hong Chow, Kerry Condon, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Stephanie Hsu. I wanted Stephanie Hsu, who was the daughter in Everything Ever All at Once. Probably my second favourite performance of the year from her. Yeah, she did a fantastic job with range in that film. It's a heartfelt, it's a kind of sinister, to, you know, a deadpan in a way. Now, it was all brilliant from Stephanie, but the real winner was Jamie Lee Curtis, who, when I watched the film, I wasn't like my mind didn't go to, oh yeah, this is Oscar worthy. When I was watching Stephanie, I was like, oh yeah, this is Oscar worthy. Not when I was watching Jamie. Like, sure, it was a good performance, but I don't know. I definitely don't think it should have got. Well, I definitely don't think she should have got an Oscar. But it's just so confusing when you have Stephanie in the same film, who did so much more than Jamie, and added so much more to the film. I don't know. I find it very, very odd. I'm still happy that Jamie won it. I've seen a lot of people say Angela Bassett should have won it. I'm not in the same boat. I don't think Angela should have got it. Again, when watching Black Panther Wakanda Forever, she was in it for about 5 minutes. Again, she did add to the story. I felt like it was the same tone from her every time we saw her. It wasn't much range from her. Again, like her character was mourning, obviously, so like there's so much you can do to it, but Oscar worthy. Again, Angela, no, I don't think Angela's performance is as great as people are saying, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I haven't seen The Whale and Carrie Condon. Yeah, her performance was amazing. I honestly thought she was going to get it. I think she still probably deserves it over Jamie. But yeah, Carrie's performance in The Banshees was so good, so entertaining. She's got some of the best lines in the film, for sure. So yeah, best documentary. I don't know about much of the documentary, so we'll skip over that. Again, best live action short, don't know many of them, so best cinematography, All Quiet on the Western Front won this. And I actually watched All Quiet on the Western Front after watching the Oscars because it was winning so much. I've been meaning to watch it for ages. I meant to watch it actually before the show, but I never got around to it. So I watched it afterwards. I started it at like 3:30, 4 in the morning. I know, ridiculous. And that was, cinematography was good. I don't know. Still from the shots I've seen from Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths. Again, the shots just seem much more compelling, artistic in that film. I mean, again, still, All Quiet on the Western Front has some amazing shots, but I don't know. And then Empire for Light, cinematography by Roger Deakins. If you don't know who Roger Deakins is, he's one of the best in the industry when it comes to cinematography. You have definitely watched at least, one of the films he's worked on, Blade Runner, for one. 1917, he did the cinematography for that. So yeah, you've definitely probably seen his work before. I think he also worked on Prisoners as well. I haven't seen Emperor for Light. I've heard it's a pretty shitty movie. The only redeeming factor is how it looks, basically, the cinematography. Tar, I haven't seen yet. I really want to see it. In Elvis, I never want to watch Elvis. So best makeup and hair, the winner was The Whale. And I've seen a lot of people complain that The Whale won when they thought it should have gone to the Batman because you couldn't tell it was Colin Farrell playing the Penguin, which I think is amazing when the makeup changes a character so much you can't tell, it's the actor behind all the makeup. But I definitely see why The Whale won, because the makeup and hairstyling added and contributed so much more to the story than a character change or look. Yeah, sure, it was fantastically done in the Batman, but the way it was done in The Whale, it crafted its own story in its own way with just the makeup and hairstyling alone. So that's why The Whale won easily. I don't know why I didn't pick it in my prediction. It was kind of the most obvious one to win it. For some reason I went for Elvis, because sometimes they do like it when sometimes it's set in the past with a certain historical look. A lot of time the Oscars kind of like to pick that one, so I thought maybe with Elvis, they might pick that one because of the hairstyling at the time and whatnot. But no, The Whale won, clear winner really. And best costume design. I went to Black Panther, but kind of forever. No surprise there really. The costume design in that film is fantastic. So yeah, I think I wanted everything everywhere all at once to win. But I guess the more I think about it, I do think Black Panther, Wakanda Forever does deserve it a bit more. Best international film. Obviously went to All Quiet on the Western Front. It was the only international film to be also nominated for Best Picture. So when that happens, it's so obvious what film's going to win. I kind of feel bad for all the other films because they just know they're not going to win it. It's just kind of it's kind of annoying for them. But yeah, good film. I really want to watch E.O., which is a Polish film about a donkey, and you follow this donkey around and it goes to parties. I don't know, it seems really cool. It's not out here in the UK yet. I really want to see it. The Quiet Girl, I haven't seen that. Documentary short, don't know too much about them. Again, best animated short, not too much. Best production design went all quite on the Western Front. Which, I don't know. Sure, the production design was good, but I don't know. Just from looking at Babylon's, like, I haven't seen Babylon, but like from trailers and clips I've seen, the production design of Babylon seems fantastic, and much more engrossed in that film. Not quite in the Western Front was kind of not the same stuff over and over again, but it's definitely stuff you've seen before. Like, there is so much you can do with a war setting, I get that. And it did look like a real battlefield, to say the least. It felt so real, like the whole design and settings. So I guess I can kind of see why it won it, but I think I'm, along with many other people, thinking that Babylon would have won it, but oh well. Best original score went to All Quiet on the Western Front, and this one has kicked up a storm as well, as everyone again thought that this one was going to go to Babylon, because everyone's heard the score. Justin Hurwitz, or I don't know, I can't remember his name, but it's Justin Zion. He also did the scoring for La La Land, which was fantastic. And yeah, I haven't even watched Babylon, but the score, I love the score already. But then again, the score for like the main song used in All Quiet on the Western Front, which is like this really hard mechanical bass hitting. I love it. I love every time it's used. It's kind of used to represent the war machine, you know, the machinery of war. You know, we're kind of like machines going off to war ourselves. We're not really humans. We're boots in uniform, we're carrying a rifle. So I really do think the score in All Quiet on the Western Front did add a heavy storytelling element, and I think again that's typical what the Oscars go to favour, is if it adds a lot in a storytelling aspect itself. I guess Babylon still kind of holds the same storytelling aspects. I haven't seen the film, so I can't really commentate too much on, you know, the score and how it tells its own story. But All Quiet on the Western Front score was great. It was kind of minimalistic at the same time, but added such a great depth and feel to the film. So I can kind of see why it won it, but I see why there's an upset why Babylon didn't win it. Best visual effects went to Avatar: The Way of the Water. No surprise there. None of the other films had any chance of winning. No chance whatsoever. Best original screenplay. Now this one has caused up a storm as well. Sorry. Because essentially many people are upset that the film The Banshees of Inisherin didn't win any awards, and people are saying the award that it most definitely should have won was the best original screenplay. And I kind of agree. I know I did say in my predictions I wanted Everything Ever All at Once to win it, but that's kind of because I didn't think it was actually going to win it. So I picked it as like a I don't know. I don't know really. Yeah, so I was very surprised when the Banshees of Inisherin didn't win it. Because Martin McDonagh, his writing is phenomenal. I think one of the best writers in film out there right now. So yeah, very surprising he did not win best screenplay, original screenplay. Again, I can see why I did go to Everything Ever All at Once. It is a cinematic masterpiece. I don't use masterpiece lightly. It is a masterpiece. So I guess I see why I won it. Best adapted screenplay went to Woman Talking. I thought it was going to go to All Quiet on the Western Front because it's been pretty much winning everything up to this point outside of like the big ones. It's been winning all technical aspects, so I kind of thought they would give it to this one. But I went to Woman Talking, and Woman Talking does look fantastic. But I did want to go see this, but I think we're just going to wait for it to come out to rent. Yeah, I guess it didn't win. I guess all quite almost front. I've seen a lot of criticism saying it does depart quite a lot from the books. Maybe that's why. Glass Onion. I don't think Glass Onion had a chance. Top Gun Maverick might have had a chance. Living, I think. I personally wanted Living to win. Actually, I haven't seen Living, but I love the original Ikaru. And from what I've seen of clips from Living, it seems pretty good. It seems like an accurate retelling of Ikaru with his own sort of like flair and nuances. But yeah, Women Talking won. Good. I'm not upset by that by any means. Best sound went to Top Gun Maverick. I think that was kind of obvious. Top Gun Maverick was going to win. Again, I still wanted the Batman to win just because of that car. Wow, it sounds so good. All Quiet on the Western Front also had good sound as well. Best original song went to RRR Nadu Nadu. I hadn't actually heard this song before they performed it live, and the performance was great. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with Nadu Nadu. It was actually stuck in my head for the next day afterwards. So yeah, it was stuck in my head more than the other one. So I guess it does deserve to win a best original song. And when he was accepting his speech, he started singing as well, which is kind of funny. Best editing went to Everything Ever All at Once. This was my prediction, what I wanted to win. I think it was kind of obvious Everything Ever All at Once was going to win best editing. Like, I don't think the filmers came close to it. Maybe Elvis's editing. I've seen a little bit of editing from there. It seems pretty good. But yeah, Everything Everywhere. Phenomenal editing. Best director went to the Daniels, which, when that was announced, really set in stone in the idea that they could actually win Best Picture. Because typically, the people that win Best Director do go on to win Best Picture. I mean, Best Director typically goes on to win Best Picture, which doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen. Damien Chazelle won Best Director for La La Land, but then Moonlight won Best Picture. Of course, there's a whole mishap with La La Land winning in the first place, but typically. So that got me really excited, thinking, that Everything Everywhere could actually win Best Picture. I honestly thought they were going to give it to Steven Spielberg as kind of like I don't know, like The Fabelmans is kind of like his grand last project. I don't know if it's his last film, but it seems to be his grand last magnum opus. And it kind of felt like a fitting end, and kind of like a serving towards his contribution to film to give him the Oscar for Best Director. I saw many people saying that they did want Stephen to win it. I thought Stephen was going to win it, but I'm very happy to see that the Daniels won it. So Best Actor went to Brendan Fraser. So happy Brendan won it. I think everyone else was so happy he won it. I would have loved Paul Mescal to win it. Even Colin Farrell, Bill Nye. Again, I haven't seen Living, but I love Bill's acting in a lot of British films. Austin Butler. No. He's not going to win it. Well, he didn't win it, thank God. Because I remember watching the BAFTAs, and when he won the BAFTA, oh my God, I was speechless. I couldn't actually believe it. I haven't actually seen The Well yet. I still really want to see it. I think it is available to rent now, so I have to rent it soon. But the problem now, when it comes to renting, they will start off at 16 quid. That's so much money just to watch a film. Best Actress went to Michelle Yeoh, which is phenomenal considering Kate had been winning pretty much the entire run-up and lead into the Oscars. So yeah, you also had Michelle Williams. I haven't seen her performance in The Fabelmans. You had Andrea Roseborough from To Leslie. There was a lot of controversy when this list came out, and Andrea's name was there. It seemed that people were speculating she brought her way through in. Anna de Armas. This was kind of awkward when her name was called out. There wasn't much of applause for good reason. And of course, Kate, who I honestly thought was going to win it. I still really want to watch that. And then Best Picture. So in this category, you had quite a lot of films. You had All Quiet on the Western Front. You have Avatar: The Way of the Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Ever All at Once, The Fabelmans, Star, Top Gun, Maverick, Triangles of Sadness, and Women Talking. They went to Everything Ever All at Once, and they had what's his name? Oh my God. name is escape me. Han Solo. Indiana Jones. My God, what's his name? You guys know what I'm talking about. His name is. Oh, I can't think of his name right now. I can't remember his name. My mind's completely bad. But you know what I'm talking about. They had him announce the award, and people were saying that the Oscars, they knew that what they were doing with that. And then Gale Kwan went up to the stage and just Harrison Ford. There we are, and gave Harrison Ford like the biggest hug in the entire world. It was just jumping for joy. It was so just heartwarming to see, really. So yeah, I'm so glad everything ever all at once won. Easily the best film of last year. Easily. Other films I wouldn't mind winning were The Banshees of Inisherin. I wouldn't mind if that won. Yeah, I guess that's the only one I wouldn't mind winning. Either those two I was going to be happy with winning. I honestly thought I was going to go to The Fabelmans. I don't know. It just seems like some of the Oscars would pick over everything everywhere. But yeah, I'm more than happy and satisfied with how the Oscars went this year. Yeah, definitely. I think one of the best Oscars since like probably 2020. Because 2019 I think was a phenomenal year for the Oscars, and yeah, so yeah, 2020 was the last good one. The last two other years in the Oscars, like 2021, 2022, not the best years for films, that's for sure, especially because of COVID. Yeah, the film selection hasn't been the best, but I think there was a comeback with 2022. So yeah, 2023 Oscars definitely was a hit, no pun intended. So yeah,